Alright guys, welcome. So let's just wait to see if we are live. So guys, welcome, and today what we'll be working on is we'll be building, first of all, welcome to the 10th episode of this Django series. And what we'll be building today is we'll be handling the subscription base. So we have to add some kind of customization to our user model and add whether a user has subscribed or not. And we'll also be building the account page today. So we'll be working on two of those things mainly. And yeah, we'll be starting after a couple of minutes. So we're just gonna wait for people to join in. Coder 45, welcome. Hi, hello. So yeah, we'll be working on those two things. So what I'm gonna do inside my planning.md is I'm gonna add so from now on we are gonna add today's objectives, right? So we have a couple of objectives today. So our first objective today is to add this over here, right? And let me just format this properly. Yeah, so whether a user has subscribed or not in the user model, and if the user has subscribed, then we have to show all the videos, remove this enroll button at the top. And we can also remove subscription on accounts page, but we haven't built that yet, so we'll be building that. And we'll also need to obviously build the account page, so I'm also gonna add that. So we'll just see whether we are able to do these two things today or not. If we are able to do, then it's good, then we can move on to other things. So let's see what's going on the chat. Dhruv, hello man, hello. Yeah, you're second today, but no worries man, no worries. Bro, did you get the icon? You mean the icon for build with Python? Not yet, my friend. Speaker Dahal, hello brother, how are you? I'm great man, I'm great. How are you? Dhruv, no worries man, no worries. Welcome so much Dhruv. Girish, is Hacktoberfest worth it? Let me just check what that is, because I'm not really sure what that is. I have heard of it, but I'm not really sure. Hacktoberfest, presented by DigitalOcean. Yeah. What is Hacktoberfest? I mean, if you don't have enough enough projects, I think this might be a good way to kind of do stuff. But obviously I think making your own projects is obviously a lot more fun, I feel, instead of obviously open source runs on people contributing. So I guess it's nice, you can give it a shot. I think it's fun. Namaskar Aryan, welcome. Namaste ji Aryan, welcome. Rohit Sani, I'm great. Thank you for asking. So yeah, what I've done in the meanwhile is off the stream I've added these learning paths over here, so that our front page has at least something else except that. And I've also centered this Jumbotron by just adding a text dash center in the class. And I've created, this is also basically a Jumbotron with a grayish background, default grayish background, and then I've just added cards over here. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple stuff. So yeah, we'll be starting in some time. We'll wait. If you guys have any questions about what we have done till now, feel free to ask. If you have any recommendations, feel free to tell me about them. FA, hello guys. FA, hello man. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, so what we also have to, another change I've made is inside my pricing thing, I've added the accordion over here and I made it look a little bit better. So now it has the transparent background, it has these shadows when you open it up. Then you have, so I've added the FAQ section on the website, on the pricing page at least. Ayush, welcome man, welcome. I got some icons, how can I send it to you? What kind of icons man? Coder 45, if you want to send them to me, you can just send it to me on Instagram or my email. It's bhatatreya@gmail.com. So yeah, am I late? No, Ayush, you're not late. I'm just gonna give a revisit of what we are going to do today. So what I've done till now is off the stream I've added this FAQ section over here, which looks pretty cool, I guess. And inside our front page I've added this learning paths, so that our front page doesn't look so empty anymore. It's looking pretty good. And then what we are going to be doing today is adding the sub or not in the user model. So the user model that we were using was automatically created by Django. It had the email, the username and everything. So for example, if we go to our admin panel over here, right, admin, Preetham Rajput, I'm waiting for your session. Welcome, man. Preetham, welcome. Athreya, and we're gonna add a password. What is the password? I think it's Bell with Python. Press on enter. FA, I'm fine, thank you. I'm working on at the office right now. I'm listening to you. Perfect, man, perfect. What kind of work do you do? I'm just curious. All right, so inside our users, we have some fields over here. So for example, if we go to Auth, actually the better example will be, sorry about that, Dual. So over here you can see we have the username, we have the password, the first name and the last name are currently empty. And we don't have any other fields. So we are going to add another field over here that says subscribed. So, and it's basically going to be like whether it has subscribed or not. So because when we add pricing over here, then it's going to change to yes subscribed, but default is going to be no after signing up. So yeah, we'll be doing that today, and we'll also be adding the accounts page. So after logging in, we have to display his username at the top, and when he clicks on that, then we can basically go to the accounts page or the logout button. Then like instead of adding the logout over here, we are going to add it at the top, and when he clicks, or maybe we can just leave the logout over here, like doesn't really matter. And when he goes to the accounts page, then he can like enroll in a subscription, look at his data, maybe add a name or something like that. So yeah, we'll be working on these two things today. So I guess guys, we're gonna start. It's already been 6 minutes. So let's start from the scratch. So first we have to add the sub or not in the user model. So let's search how to do that. Yeah, we're just gonna extend. Yeah, this is what I want, extending the user model in Django. And let's go and look at the official documentation, I guess, and also let's look at some other website. So always I have one official documentation and one I have like just some website in the like, so that if I don't understand what's happening over here, I can go and look at some other websites also. So we have to add, like first I think inside our models.py file. So what I'll do is I'll actually open up our models.py file, because we'll have to probably work around that. So I don't know why my computer is so slow today. Alright, so over here we'll have to probably create a user model, and we have to extend that. So let's see how do we do that. Writing an authentication backend, we don't need that. Nope. Handling authorization custom backends, we don't need that. Permissions, we also don't need that currently. Extending the existing user model, this is what we need. Use VS Code region. Yeah, you guys can also use Visual Studio Code. I have heard pretty good things about it. Please add on the manager and query set filtering concept. We'll see if we need it. If we need it, we'll add it for sure. So yeah, extending the user model. So basically we want to add something in the user model. So first we need to import this inside our models file. We need to add this. We'll just go over here and add this line so that we can import the user model. And then over here we can create a class of employee models.model, and we can write user models 1-to-1 field, user on delete cascade, and then we can add something over here. So what we are gonna do is we are just gonna yoink this, yoinkers, and we are gonna paste it somewhere over here. So because this is the user model, I guess we can just do it at the top, and instead of the employee I'm gonna write student, and instead of the department I'm gonna write subscribed. And then we are gonna do the choices thing that we have been doing the last 2 videos, but we are just gonna copy this from here, and we are gonna paste this over here somewhere so that we don't have to write everything again. And then instead of free instead of this I'm just gonna write subscribed, and first we are gonna go with yes, not in capitals, we are just gonna go with small yes. And over here we are also gonna write yes, and instead of paid write no. Sadly the user hasn't subscribed. Alright, and instead of this character field we are also gonna use this one, models.character file. So I'm just gonna copy this and paste it over here, and instead of this I'm gonna just copy and paste this over here, and default is going to be no. So whenever a user signs up, then the subscribe will say that subscribe should be a boolean field. I guess, and that makes sense. I guess we can also do it this way, but I guess we can also do the boolean way. Let's actually check it out. Boolean field in Django. Let's look at it. Yeah, tech stuff, welcome, welcome. Fields, boolean field. Let's look at an example. Um Fields, primary. How to use the boolean field. This is what we want. Boolean field used for checking a particular condition. For example, if the email of a user is verified or not, one can use the boolean field to mark it as true and false, and you can also set it to false by using default equals to true. We can also set it to false by using default equals to true. I think default should be false, right? If we want to set it to false. That's weird. All right, so boolean field options. They haven't really given it over here clearly, but I guess we can just also search for it over here. Bro, Node.js or Django, obviously, like I feel like Django is better, but I guess we can just kind of wing it because there are not really a lot of options over here what we are supposed to write. Let's close this, we don't need this. Let's look at maybe some other examples. How to set the default value. Initial equals true. This is a form, this is what we want. Default equals to true. I guess this we just need this, right? Alright, let's actually give this a shot. So we are gonna remove this from here and remove all of this stuff from here, right? And we don't need this, and we just write models dot boolean field, and we can just set default equals to, I'm gonna go with false, right? And that's pretty much it, I think so. By the way, taught the Pygame tutorial very effectively. Dikshanta, welcome. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Does this needs to be in double quotes? I'm not really sure. No, it doesn't need to be in double quotes. Perfect. All right, let's look at the chat. Digital royalties. Welcome. Digital royalties. Sencal, welcome. Hi, Gokul. Hey man. Hey bro. Welcome. Alright, so now we have set this up. Actually, let's go and do make migrations and everything and see how it actually looks. What is this stuff? No worries. Let's just stop the server and make changes to our backend, make migrations. Yeah, simple stuff, and hopefully this works. Otherwise, we can always go back. But boolean field does make sense. Ayush, thank you for recommending that, I guess. Then we just do migrate, and it should add it to our database. Okay, and then we can go and check inside our database whether it works or not. Let's first run the server, and it should start running in a second. Alright, our server is running, perfect. So now we can go to our users and see whether it actually added it or not, added to it or not. So let's go to Dowell again, and I don't see it anywhere. Active, date joined, last login. Should it be somewhere else? We have created a class of student, right? Oh, I haven't added it to our administration panel. Sorry about that, guys. So we are gonna go to our admin.py file, and this should create another. Let's copy this and paste it over here, and we are gonna add student, and we are already importing everything from our models.py file, so it's not a problem. Now we can go back and reload this, and there should be another one over here or called students. It's still restarting the server, so now we can reload this. Let's go to our student section, and over here we can add a student manually, right? And will we alright, so let's do it for Dowell, and let's click on save. So it has created a student object, and so what I also want to do is just like we have done for these other ones, right? I guess we can do self.user, and reload this so that it doesn't show us like with the name of object, and it just shows us with the name of the user. So yeah, now if we go to students, you can see it shows dual, which is very handy. We don't have to get confused. And when we click on it, non-return string type, I guess it's because we are returning the user over here, but I don't know how to return it otherwise. Yes, we can remove it. What are you using in the terminal of PyCharm? Not like, I'm not using anything extra. I'm just using whatever is there inside PyCharm. So yeah, let's go and reload. I feel like instead of using this boolean field, I think it might be a little bit better. So for example, if we go over here, dual has not subscribed, admin has, Auth has not subscribed. So let's go over here, click over here and click on save. Right, and if we go to student object 1. Alright, I think this is working, guys. So what we'll do is we'll save dual as subscribed. Yeah, and yeah, we'll say dual as subscribed, and we're gonna add another student. I think we'll have to use something else over here also. Okay, so we'll do Auth, and Auth has not subscribed. All right, and then inside a users, okay, so it's self.user.username. That makes sense. So we are gonna do that. Let's copy this and paste it over here, and instead of just this, we are going to write user.username. Ashish, thank you for recommending that. And let's reload this now. Oh, it's automatically going to refresh. All right, so inside our students, you have Auth and dual. So dual has subscribed, and Auth being me hasn't subscribed, which is weird because, and in users, let's add some more people, I guess. And what we'll do is we'll actually use the sign up form that we have created to sign up. So we're gonna go to enroll, and over here let's create another one. Let's this time create Ayush's. Username is Ayush, email is ayush@gmail.com because he got super lucky with the email, so that's nice. And his password is also build with Python so that I don't forget it, and build with Python, and click on submit, and he has logged in. So now his okay, so it's automatically logging us in even when we haven't added anything in sign up. That's nice, I guess. So inside our use.py file, are we actually signing him in inside our sign up page, or oh okay, maybe Django is doing it automatically for us. We don't even need to sign him in. So Django is automatically doing it for us, which is nice. So I guess now we can just go to our add user and users. So Ayush should be added over here. Okay, and then if we go to students and we add another student over here, select Ayush, and Ayush has subscribed also. All right, so we have now 3 students, so now we can use it to actually check whether everything is working or not. All right, so just to kind of give you guys update, let's actually finish this first and then we'll do it. Is that crispy? Yeah, it is crispy. Crispy forms for Bootstrap. Molested Cannabis, welcome man, welcome again to the stream. All right, so now we have to check. So what I wanted to do is actually like I want to think a little bit, but I can't think on the stream, right? So what I want to do is actually we are gonna check. So if we this is extended of users, right? Can we just get whether a user has subscribed or not without adding them manually? Hmm. So can we just what can we just inside our yeah, I think we'll have to use signals or something, right? So because whenever we create a new user, it should automatically add a student over here. Will we have to use signals? I don't want to do that, but if we have to, I guess we'll learn it. So what we are gonna do for right now is because we are already like the user is being sent everywhere, why not extend abstract base user? Yes, you can do that with the help is admin.py file. How? Um, because what we'll be doing is what I wanted to do is, so for example, if we go to our templates folder, right, and what first thing we want to do is check inside our lessons underscore details over here, we are basically checking if a user is enrolled or not, right? And if a user is enrolled, only if the user is authenticated or the current preview lesson is yes, then only we are showing this video, right? So if instead of if user is authenticated, what I want to do is if user is can we just do like something like what I want to do, right? If user subscribed, something like that. If user subscribed, yeah, and if user subscribed, then only show this stuff. This is what I wanted to do. Will we have to like import this too? That's the big question. Or can we just write I guess what we can also do is inside our models.py file, inside our views.py file, we could also import our students and then check whether the student is a subscriber or not. Import student and filter. Yeah, that is Ashish, that is what I was thinking of doing, to be honest. But what I feel it should be done automatically for us. Like if we added somehow like some kind of a thing inside our models.py file, it should be done automatically for us. So guys, yeah, Ashish, I got it. Import student. That is what I think we'll have to do. So I guess that is what we'll have to do. So inside our models.py file, we are also gonna, I guess we can just do import everything over here also, right? And then inside our lessons underscore detailed, we're also gonna kind of make a I don't think this should be needed. Guys, I'm actually getting really confused about it because I'm not really clear about the concepts of this. This is creating a one-to-one field. Let me actually just check what one-to-one field is in Django. Best thing is to extend abstract based user and change auth user model. Extending the user model, there are two ways to extend the default user model without substituting your own model. If the changes need a purely behavioral require what is stored in the database. Create a proxy model based on user. This allows for any feature or default ordering, customize user.objects.get user. Hey, yeah, this is what we want, right? So this is working. Yeah, so I guess we can just do user over here inside our I don't think we need all this stuff. So over here we can just do user dot employee. We might have to send students over here because I don't think this is going to get it automatically, but let's give it a shot. Students dot let's actually first print it out on a screen so that we know whether it's working or not. What was here? Alright, so let's actually first print it out on the screen. User dot student, I think it's student or it's students, student, and then dot subscribed. Let's copy this from here, paste it over here. I don't think this should work, but if it works, that will be pretty cool. So now that we have added that, let's go and check on our lessons page somewhere. Solution maybe false. Okay, it's working, guys. All right, it's working. And inside our students, this we have logged in from Ayush's account, right? So it says subscribed. Okay, so basically we need to do the opposite of what it's saying us to do. So for example, if we log in with a different account, so for example, Atre over here in students, like Atre over here is not subscribed, right? So this should show true for Atre. So we are gonna log in with my username now, Atreya, and the password is build with Python. Build with Python. Click on submit. All right, now if we go to our one of the lectures, solution, this should say true like this time. It's also saying false. Why? Why is it saying false? Why the login form is on the left hand side of the screen? Because I've just not customized it yet, Ayush. Like we need to customize it later, but it's like still in the designing part. So I haven't like put much focus. I think these things are a little bit more important than what that is. So if so it's giving false on both of them. So that's not nice. If you don't need other kinds of user, then don't import user, just import student, and you can get all the details with student.user. Hey, that actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. So inside, who said this? Ashish, thank you, man. I think that makes sense. So we can just do student and it will contain all the user stuff also, and whether he has subscribed it or not. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but when we sign up, it automatically adds it to the users over here. So, but for right now, what we are going to do is inside our models.py, inside our views.py file, in our lessons.thing, we are going to actually add students equals to student dot objects dot all. Do we need all users? Print user.student using template. Okay, let's actually try that out. User.student, and let's see what that gives us. Let's go back, refresh. It's just giving us the name. So I think that's user.student. Can I contribute to your project? In what way? I mean, I think this is more of like a personal project. I'm trying to learn and at the same time build something. But if you want to contribute, you can help in the chat. And if you have like any kind of like recommendations, feel free. Can use signals, yeah. Yogesh, tell me today's topic. So basically what we are trying to do, Yogesh, is that we don't have any way to know whether the user has subscribed or not. So what we are trying to do, we have already imported the inbuilt user stuff, and user is being automatically created by Django. So we don't have to handle the login and the sign up. But when the user signs up, then it doesn't say whether it has subscribed or not. So we are trying to extend that user model and add the subscribe option also in there, right? Oh yeah, it's ed. I'm so dumb. Ed. So maybe the last time I put subscribe, but I'm not sure. Let's reload this. It's giving us false. So that's the thing. Let's actually save it this time. What is this? Save. All right. So let's reload this, and this should change to true, right? Okay, it's working. I don't know why it wasn't working the last time, but apparently maybe I just did subscribe instead of subscribed. Who said that? Ayush, thank you, man. Just a stupid mistake, but thank you. So this is working. This is what we wanted actually. So now our headache is gone. So what we are gonna do is, so whenever the user is subscribed over here. So currently not Ayush, Atre. So whenever the user is subscribed, it will give us true over here, and when he is not subscribed, it will just give us false. So what we can do is, instead of writing this, we can just do if user is authenticated, and that should work. And over here, please log in. Instead of that, we are going to write please enroll / login to watch the videos, right? So now let's see whether it works or not. So what we are going to do is, let's reload this, and now we are going to change this to, we are going to click on save, and we're going to go back over here, and we're going to just refresh this. So installation should be there, but when we go to the 4th video, it's going to say please enroll or log in. Even though we are logged in, we haven't enrolled yet. Yeah, so instead of adding login over here, we can just write please enroll to watch the videos, right? Or maybe you can just say please enroll / sign up to watch the videos. That makes a lot more sense. Perfect. So this is what we wanted, guys. Perfect for all. Thank you for all the people who helped out. I think Ayush helped me a lot, Ashish helped me a lot. Thank you, guys. So this was pretty easy. This is pretty easy. Now that we know how it works, how user extension work, is gonna be when we need to do it next time, it's gonna be really easy. So I'm just gonna reiterate the method to doing it. So whenever user class is there and you want to extend it, you basically create this one-to-one field, and then you add the stuff that you want. And what we wanted was true or false. So Ayush told me, I think that we can just add a boolean field over here, which is perfect, and then you can show it on the admin panel by using just this user.username, and that's pretty much it, I think. And then when you want to show it on the lessons.details, you just write user.student.subscribe. All right, so this is pretty easy. All right, so guys, we have done, I think so, inside our let's go to our planning.md file that we had over here. So add the sub or not in the user model, show all the videos that is done, and remove the enroll button. So if the user is already subscribed, then we don't need this enroll button right over here. So what we are gonna do is, let me just copy this from here and go to our base.html. Yeah, and inside our this sign up button, what we are gonna do is, we are gonna just write a little bit of code over here, easy code. If user, I've just copied it, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it, and we are just gonna do end if over here. So if the user is subscribed, then you can remove this enroll button. Yeah, so let's refresh it, and yeah, the user is enrolled, so it just automatically removed it. And if we go to Auth again, and no, I haven't subscribed. What's happening over here? Oh, dude, don't give your public email just in the chat, man. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. Just message him. You know, people might like spam you and stuff. Wobbly pants, what do I do when it say str object has no attribute text? So basically you are trying to, I don't know, like you have to give me a context what you want. Wobbly pants, by the way, great username. Yogesh Nail, welcome. So alright, yeah, so what, let's do refresh, and let's actually print this out again because I don't know what's happening. And let's print it over here. Go back, let's reload this. Let's remove this for now. So this is currently we are not enrolled, so it's giving us false. Are we enrolled? No, it's giving us a false. So if, oh, I got it. So the currently we are not subscribed. So let's remove this. If the user has already subscribed, what is this? Let's go to courses. Let's look at a lecture. Sorry guys, I'm speaking a little bit less because actually like watching the chat and doing it at the same time is getting a little bit confusing. Yeah. So here we're just gonna add a else condition. If user subscribed, else do this. All right. So this should fix it up. Reload this. Now we have the enroll button. And if we go over here again inside our lecture page, installation is already working. So let's go to adding an image one. So please enroll and sign up to watch the videos. But if we change here to subscribed, it should remove the enroll button and it should show the video over here. So let's reload it, and yeah, it's working. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Whew. Saumil, hello, welcome. Yeah. So anyways, guys, so this is done. So let's go back to our planning.md. Let's see what's next. Remove subscription on accounts page, which we haven't created. So actually we are going to do that. So what I want is when the user logs in, his thing should be displayed over here. After logging in, his username should be displayed somewhere over here. Are you adding Reddish caching? I don't think we need that. So we are just going to add a username. So we are going to go to our bootstrap page and see what's the code for not boolean. Why is boolean in my mind? Get bootstrap, and what we need is the navbar. All right, let's measure the spelling of the navbar, but it's all right. Tarun, hey bro, welcome. What's up with the numbers in the username these days, like 19509? I don't even know, like, why would you put that? Tarun, what does like 19509 means in your username? Anyway, so this is the drop down button that we want. Looking good. So actually we can just add accounts button, right? But I think there'll be too many things on the navbar. Guys, should we just add a account button over here, or should we add a drop down button and the logout option is from there? What's your pin? I'm a student. Do like students these days have to like change their username on YouTube for online classes? I didn't know that. Is that what's happening? And how are YouTube classes happening online? I'm curious. Like, do you like, has your school made like a channel or something? That's pretty sick if it is happening like that. Right? So if we log out, it has login and enroll. Right? But if we like log in with a person who hasn't build with Python, have the schools opened up already? What's happening behind the scenes? It's your Google account name. Ah, okay, makes sense. So yeah, Ayush, we go. You're not like to log into a different account. Yeah, I guess build with Python. You're not authorized, Ayush, to access this page. So he has also subscribed. That is why the login button is not showing. But anyway, so what we need to do is add this accounts button. So we are gonna go to our navbar and we are gonna copy this, yoink this basically, this Lee tag, and we are gonna paste it inside our base class. And we are gonna do this just before a login and logout button. Yeah. Alright, so we want it over. We don't need the Lee tag actually, do we? Yeah, we actually do need it. So we are just gonna add another one over here, not over here. Sign up page. We need to actually add it above this. Copy this, format it properly, and instead of drop down, we are gonna just write, it's pretty simple stuff. We are gonna write user.username, and over here we are just gonna write accounts, and we don't need the second one. We need that divider, it looks pretty good. We can just add the logout button over here, and href, we can just go %URL and just log out. Easy stuff. Let's reload this and go back. and refresh this, see how it looks. So we have our Auth array, and we don't need this logout button now, so I guess we can remove this from here. Alright, so let's go reload this. Alright, so we have our username, and when we go over here, we can go to either accounts or we can go to logout. I think it looks decent, but it doesn't look that good, to be honest. I guess it looks good enough. So when we click on it and when you go to logout, it should log us out. And the login button, why is it still here? Did we not put it in? Oh yeah, we didn't put it in if user is authenticated. So we are gonna add that. We are gonna take. All right, let me just do this, and we are gonna just copy this, and we're gonna paste it over here. I'm sorry guys, I'm not speaking that much because there's not much to speak. I'm just kind of just doing what needs to be done. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I think Hacktoberfest is like more of a school thing. You like teal and cyan so much? I don't know, man. I like this light bluish color. Alright, looks good. So we'll make sure that this login button is in the center and stuff, but yeah, I guess we can do it right now if we want to. But yeah, so now we have our so if we log in with some kind of an account, let's just log in with Ayush's account. We just hacked his account, so we know his password. You're gonna log in. This ain't it, chief. Welcome man, welcome. What's up? We're just building the website. So now we have the login button and the accounts page. So now let's create the accounts page. So if we go to our URL over here, can we just create something like this path, and obviously instead of all this stuff, I guess we can just copy this one. Instead of account, we can just say profile. Or should we say dashboard? I think dashboard sounds a lot more cooler, right? So let's call it dashboard. Yeah, and then over here we are also gonna write profile, and let's copy this, paste this over here, profile. And now inside our views.py file, this is basically like the profile page, I guess. So we need to create this view first. So inside our views.py file, we're gonna open this up. We're just gonna simply add another method, profile. Yeah, let's make this in small, and then we're just gonna have this request from here, easy stuff. And then we are just gonna render a page which will have the request and the template which we haven't created yet. So let's do my app, and then for right now we're just gonna write courses.html. All right, now let's create the template that we want. So over here we are gonna create a new HTML file, and we are just gonna call it profile.html. And then we are just gonna copy and paste the code that is inside our blog, paste it over here. Alright, so now we are just gonna first check whether everything is working properly or not. So instead of this h2 tag, we are just gonna write our what is happening? Yeah, let's actually inside this h2 tag, we are gonna write user.username, I guess. Yeah, this should work, and that is pretty much it for checking at least. So now we have already logged in with Ayush. So let me see, everything is working properly. And what we are gonna do is inside our this is the profile name. So let me just copy this, and inside our base.html where this account is, we are gonna add URL which we have already done a lot of times. So by now you guys should be familiar with it. So now this, whenever we click on accounts page, it will go to our profile.html. So now let's reload this, and when we go to our accounts page, it should go to dashboard. It didn't return an HTTP response, so let's go what's happening. We didn't return it, so let's return this over here. All right, mistakes have been made, so now let's reload this, and this should actually show us the username. Why is it not showing? Inside our profile.html we have our user.username, just like we did inside our base.html, user.username. That's weird. So we have to also change that profile. I'm so distracted like during these live streams that I forget like these stupid things. Alright, so it's giving us the username over here, so it works. Chat is going crazy. So let's actually read some of the chat. What freaking is going on in the chat? Alright. Drop down, yes, this I've read. Hacktoberfest happening. I learned to deploy Django project from your YouTube video. Thank you for that. Welcome Sawmill. But I think better than Heroku is DigitalOcean. So we're gonna be learning how to host your project on DigitalOcean. It's so much better. No, it's just a competition. You have to create 4 pull requests and you will get a limited edition t-shirt. That's funny. Return render, Sunil, thank you. Build with Python. If you create APIs for the site, also build app, will you stream that too? I don't see why not, but I don't know what we'll need APIs for. I guess we have two very big news, guys. So I've done the email thing. I've not implemented the code because that I'll do in front of you guys. So I needed to add some like stuff to my domain name provider like GoDaddy and stuff. So I'm using Mailgun, and because it told me to add some stuff inside GoDaddy's account, so I've added that stuff. It's gonna take some time to make sure that it's not in cache and everything. So I've done that, and also I have like made an account on PayPal for subscriptions. And first of all, it asks for like all the KYC documents and stuff and everything like that. So I submitted that, and it's told me that they're gonna get back to me in 2-3 days. So yeah, we'll be probably building the email thing and the accounts, the pricing and the payment thing in the coming 2-3 days. Devansh, I'm just 12 years old. I know all this stuff. Nice man. Well, nice. It's crazy. Show you how to make notifications in Django. Maybe, man. I think we can add a notification feature over here. That might make sense. So exclusive studios, be on the lookout for that. I think a notification feature might come in handy. Send mail, yeah, we'll be Ashish. So basically, because I'll have to send a lot of transactional emails, that's why I'm using Mailgun. I think Mailgun. So setting it up requires some time. So when I'm not on because it has a lot of secret APIs and stuff. So what I'll be doing is both for PayPal and the email, I'll be using the sandbox version so that you guys can't see the official APIs. Otherwise, it will just get leaked. But I'll be doing the sandbox versions of them, so they won't be like the real APIs, but they will also work. So we'll be like testing and making the whole code with that, and then like behind the scenes, I'll just replace the API keys. Techie bro, you didn't reply on my Instagram. I'll make sure I reply. I'm not on Instagram that much, but like one day in every week, I just open it up and reply to everyone. Please add action buttons with it. Thanks again. Yeah, no worries. Please sir, don't stop doing live streams. Maybe, man. So here's the thing. I wanted to create this website for a long time, right? But because I wanted to create content for the YouTube channel at the same time, if I did this website thing only, it will consume all my time, right? Because I'll be doing this all day. What I wanted to do was create content for YouTube and work on this website at the same time, and kind of like make sure that you guys hold me accountable for these live streams. So at least every day I have to come and work on something, so the website is getting built. So it's kind of good for you guys and good for me also. If you get good videos, why not use, man, like like Mailgun implementation is pretty easy. It's very cheap. So, and like it has a lot of analytics feature. To create that, it will just take a long time. So I just thought it will be easier. Bro, just started job as Django developer. Oh, nice, Techie bro. Nice. Please give me some tips at Django dev. Bro, you're already doing the job, man. Like that's awesome. Like just keep learning like new things, and that's pretty much it, man. And make sure like you also think about security and stuff. Although Django handles a lot of security, so you won't have to worry about stuff. Are you streaming from India? Yeah, I'm currently in. I'm currently in Lucknow. Usually I live in Bangalore. So yeah guys, our accounts page, let's make it. So what I'm gonna do is let me just like see how it's supposed to look. So we are going to be adding like an accounts page, and it will show like what's there inside our account. So we are going to have some list, I guess, over here. So let's close all of these things, we don't need them. Yeah, and we are going to go to our list or list group, and let's see if list can have like some kind of or maybe we just need a card, I guess. And cards just solve so many problems, right? Cards are pretty like OP. Yeah, I think we just need to use cards. Not carousel cards. Yeah. And then what we're gonna do is inside maybe which is the card that we want, guys. I guess this is the card that we want. It has a header, it has like this stuff, and instead of this stuff we are probably gonna add our list, this list over here. So let's copy this with this one, and we are gonna inside our profile.html, first of all let's do all the basic stuff first. We are gonna add a container, easy stuff, and then inside this container we are gonna add a class of row, and then inside it we are gonna add a div tag class call md4, and inside this we are gonna have our card, and let's make the heading as the username name, I guess, right? So we can just write something like account. Yeah, inside card body we can just show the right now I don't know what else we are gonna add over here, so I'm just adding like basic stuff right now. We can just add user.username, and in the second one we can just add oh, we are supposed to add a list instead of this, so let's go back and let's add a list, unordered list, and instead of all of this stuff, card title. What is the card title? Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, let's see how it looks. All right. Yeah, and we also need some margin at the top, and what else? Yeah, we can remove this use thing from here. What else? Yeah, instead of this we are going to display the username and stuff, so let me just add that, user.username, and then we are also gonna maybe show the email, user.email. all right, we don't need this third one, so I'm going to be adding a lot more stuff, but I haven't just thought about what to add, so that's why I'm not adding it right now. Let's also format this one, and this one will say maybe say membership, and it will show do I need to, I don't think we need this lead tag in this one, so I'm going to remove this, and instead we are just going to use a simple one that we have over here. And actually what we're going to do, instead of card text, maybe I'm just going to add an enroll button over here also. So let me go to my base.html, and over here, so login button, this is the one that we want, and let me just copy this and paste it over here, card body, right? So if the user is not subscribed, then we'll show this enroll button, and we don't need these lead tags, so I'll remove them, and let's see how it looks. So let's go and reload this membership. So, and if this is not shown, if the button is not there, then we can just say unsubscribe, because we also need that button, right? Enroll, and over here we are gonna add, instead of enroll, we're gonna add unsubscribe. Got to give that option to people. Let's reload this. Looking good, looking good. And then I don't know what else to add. I guess I'll think about it behind the scenes as to what we can add. Do you guys have any ideas what else I can add in the on the accounts page? If the user is registered but the student is not created on this model, then what if the conditional work? Yeah, Ashish, I get what you're asking, but we'll tackle that later. I get what you're trying to say, but we'll tackle that later. I guess we'll have to use signals for that. So yeah, so we have created this. We have our Ayush. If we go to accounts page, it will go to the account page, and if we click on logout, it will just log us out. So I guess if we have like done the two main things that we wanted to do, but because we still have time, we can do some other stuff. And because you're already getting logged in, right? And if after sign up, because we wanted to add that, but we don't need to add that because Django is automatically doing that for us. Like after signing up, it's automatically logging them in, which is super nice. Let's yeah, I want to check whether it's logging it automatically or not. So let's actually check it once. So we are gonna use somebody's name from the live stream. Let's use Ashish's name in this one. Yeah, and ashish@gmail.com. And let me just put the password as build with Python, same password, Python, and click on submit. And this should log us in automatically, but it's not. So actually we'll have to log him in. All right, so after signing up, what we need to do inside our views.py file, let's go to where we sign up over here. So we are saving the form inside our database. So over here we need to get the password also, equals to form.clean_data. Let's copy this, paste over here, and instead of username, we're going to write password. I think it was password 1. And then we need to use the authenticate functionality. So let me actually see how it works. Login Django. Let's see, using the Django authentication system. Current subscribed courses. So basically when the user subscribes for $10 per month, then he gets access to all courses. So we don't need to add current subscribed courses, Priyash. Coding brother, you can add courses on accounts page that he enrolled. So basically on $10 per month, any course that is here, like any future courses I add or any courses over here, will automatically he will access. Like it's pretty like one-time payment and you'll get access to everything. Like I don't want to like be like, oh, you paid for that, only you'll get access to this one. Just Code with Jared, just drop in quickly. Wanted to say love the videos, keep up the good work. Thank you, Code with Jared. Thank you so much. All right, so yeah, so let's look at the authentication system, and we want to log in the user, and this is what we want. So let me just copy this and go to the top, make sure it's imported, and then we need to use the authenticate functionality. So I'm just going to copy this one and go down. Where is our sign up? We need to authenticate that. User is equal to authenticate, and then how do you log him in? If the user is not none, and this also makes sense. If the user is not none, a backend authenticated on the credentials, no backend authenticated the credentials. So if the user is not none, wait, why are we doing this? We need to add this manually. So I'm just going to copy this username and paste it over here, and copy the password and paste it over here. Easy stuff, right? And if the user is not none, then we need to log him in, right? So how do you log in? I think there was a method called login, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. How much of your work is completed, Somil? So what will be in the free course? I have not thought about it, Coder 45 right now, but we'll see. Like I'll make something for free also. Like that's only specific that I won't upload on YouTube and stuff. So you guys, so a lot of people have been asking me for the same courses that are on YouTube. Like, to put that on this website, and they will pay for it for $10 per month, like for just error support, right? So I'm currently making it for those guys right now so that they can just use it. And for you guys who are already like, who like just because there are so many people asking on the comments of YouTube, I can't like look at the errors and debug them on YouTube. So any person who wanted these courses will be there as paid only, which are on YouTube on this website, and I'll be adding a lot more courses on buildwithpython.com. So yeah, you should give a 7-day trial so users will know what they get. So what we have is that even if you have not logged in, if you go to let's just run the server, indentation error, where is indentation error? Let me just fix that and then I'll tell you guys what I mean. If let's just write pass, and over here also we're just gonna write pass, and that should fix the indentation error. So what I've done Coder 45 is that I've given some preview videos. So if I just give like 7-day trial, I think the courses are not that big that a person can't watch them in like 7 days. That's too long. So even if you haven't enrolled, you can first like watch these preview videos. So first 3 videos are gonna be like, you can watch it without enrolling, and when you come to the 4th video, from there I can also change. So from the 5th, 6th, 4th video, then it says please enroll and sign up to watch the video. So the person at least has a little bit of an idea what he's enrolling in. Yeah, so that I hope makes sense. So yeah, if the user is not none, so that means the user is authenticated, right? Do we need to also log him in using the login functionality? Let's see which built-in login system. So we are already using this, but I think it had some code creating a login. Nah. Actually, let's search for I think on user creation form, Django. I think simply this simple is better than complex had some code in this file, if I remember it correctly, about logging a person in after signing up. So yeah, if this is the username, this is the password, it authenticates the user and then it just logs them in, right? So if the user is not none, then we need to just login request and user. So we also need to add this over here. What is this user that he's adding? Let's see. Oh, sorry, I have to add login. What am I thinking? I have to add login over here. And then we can redirect him to some place. So then I guess we can redirect him to courses. But if I guess we actually don't need this. Yeah, but what happens if the login? Yeah, I guess we don't actually need this. We can just remove this one. Just do this. Remove this area from here. Right, and just do redirect courses. I think that should work, guys. Let's see. So let's reload this. For error messages, you can use the Django message framework. I think, yeah. Ashish, I know. It's just like a brain fart when I put it the user instead of login. So yeah, so basically why I'm not adding that, because when we do login and the wrong password has been entered, I think Django automatically handles it for us, so we don't need to worry about it. So for example, if we go, now we have refreshed this, so let's go to our over here. So let's see how it's actually gonna go. So for example, if we enter just like a random name and click on submit, let's see what's gonna happen. Please enter a correct username and password. See, so it's showing it to us, so we don't need to worry about it, right? And now if we enter the correct one, so let's enter Auth and then we enter the password, click on submit. This should take us to our course page and we have been successfully logged in. So this is, oh, actually we have to do this while signing up. I totally forgot about that. So let's actually check it while signing up. So let's click on enroll. and this time we'll use coder45's name because he's in the chat a lot. So we're gonna use his name, coder45, and we are gonna just do @gmail and the same password over here, right? And if we click on submit, because this is the sign up one, right? So on signing up, always like whatever username and password he enters, it's always gonna be there. So I don't know why we are doing the authenticate thing over here. Authenticate, I have no idea. Anyways, let's click on submit, and this should oh man, this sucks. coder45, and I'm just gonna enter a password, submit, and let's see if this actually logs us in. Okay, so it logs us in, so this is perfect. This is what we need. You do have, so what does authentication do? Like why do we need it? Is it written over here? Permission and authorizations, built-in system assign. Okay, so it basically assigns some kind of permission to it. When we do authenticate, use authenticate, verify a set of credentials. It takes credentials as keyword arguments, and then it returns a user object. So if we don't do authenticate, it probably won't return a user object. Return a valid, for example. Okay. I think what this does is, I think if we don't do this, our user object won't be there, and then we won't be able to use what's inside user. For example, user dot username and stuff like that. We won't have access to the user object. That's why I guess we are using this authenticate functionality of Django. So anyways guys, this is working now, right? So this is pretty chill. I think we have completed actually, like I think 60-70% of the website, guys. What we need to do like next, what my aim is, so let me just like inside my own planning stuff on Google Keep, I'm just gonna check down whatever we have created yet. So we built the account page, we have added the login to sign up, we have added the account page and the logout page. We have to create the testimonial section, and we have to add category to courses. So if you guys didn't notice that on the home page, I've added this learning paths. So for example, a person, if he wants to learn software development, he can just click on explore path, and it's gonna take him to like a series of courses, like which course he should take first, which course he should take second, and only software development related courses. And in web development, we are gonna go to just web development related courses and so on. What I wasn't able to decide is like, what if I wanted to create like some random course, right? Like networking and website scraping. So I thought I'll just create another category of professional and add these other courses inside this professional one. Authentication credentials are correct. I mean, Ashish, I think Ayush is right. It will check if the user is present in the system and it's valid or not. So because if the user and password are, if the username is the same of a previous person, right? So for example, my name is Atre, and if a different user comes in and he also puts in the username as Atre, I mean, Atre is not a very common name, so it's not a very good example. Let's say it's Ayush, right? So if he comes in and his username is also Ayush, then it will clash in the backend, right? So what this does, I guess, is that it checks whether there is a clash or not, right? Ashish, authenticate is to check if the credentials are correct, but because we are signing up, right? We are signing up. So that's why I thought, I also thought this is for our credentials, but because we are signing up, so these credentials will always be correct, right? I guess in the where the usernames clash, then maybe you can say that the credentials won't be correct. From where have you created the front end of the website? So we have used Bootstrap, and actually I have created on my own, like all this front end. It took some time, like the CSS part takes a lot of time. So yeah, that actually mostly took time, but the thing is, like, a lot of people here helped me a lot with the front end part, and I have a little bit of an idea of what design looks good, so I was able to make it a little bit better. But I think a lot of people like told me, use this, use shadows, use this thing, use this for margins, and that helped me a lot. So yeah guys, we have to create this, and then we have to create a testimonials page. So for example, over at the bottom we'll have a testimonials page where like I can put like video testimonials and stuff from Bootstrap Studio, just like the simple Bootstrap. I'm really bad with design. Yeah man, if you're a web developer, like either you get a designer, right? You either get a designer to do like designing for you, but the problem with there is like, because like I'm not a professional designer, I'm not a professional web developer, right? I don't do web development for a living, right? So that's why my web development skills are not that good. So if somebody gave me like a designed web page and told me you have to make a replica of it, it will take a lot of time from my side, right? So the better thing is that if I know a little bit of design, right, then I know what looks good and I can create the page according to the skills that I have. So that kind of helps me with it. So yeah, I guess learning a little bit of designing, if you are already like a coder, helps you a lot, especially if you're doing like freelancing work. Clients don't want to see like bad design, right? They want to see some like good design, like at least decent design. Yeah, Ayush Patil, you're good at design, decent at design. Nice. I always get some UI kit and work with it, or just copy CSS from sources tab. Yeah, I guess, but it helps. From where you completed your graduation, Sawmill? Yeah, let's not talk about that. But I was in VIT, VIT Vellore in South. So yeah guys, so what I'm gonna do is, because this section is over, we have done our objectives for today. What we are gonna do in the tomorrow's streams is, if the email is working, then we'll do the email thing, and otherwise and if the PayPal thing is done, we'll do the pricing thing. And if both of these things are not there, then we'll probably make the testimonials page, and we'll also do the comment section is also there. I totally forgot. So maybe we can work on the comment section tomorrow. So for example, inside our courses, what we want to do is, if you go inside our one of the installation, for example, I want to add a discuss area over here. So we can work on this comment section tomorrow also. So yeah, we'll work on these things tomorrow. Guys, this is pretty much it for today's stream. It was a little bit of a, like, usually we do 1.5 hours. It was 20 minutes short, but it's totally fine. I am Dave. Discord please. I'm waiting for 30,000 subscribers. When we get to 30,000 subscribers, I will create the Discord. I promise. I am Dave. No need to spam, bro. You can search for template if you're not good at design. True. I'm on 12. I'm trying to choose between economics and IT. I love both. I mean, yeah, man, like whatever you like, I don't know what do economics people do. I don't have a lot of idea about that. But yeah, IT is cool. And man, you are 12. You have a lot of time, dude. Chill. Any Discord server? Yeah, we'll create a Discord server when we reach 30,000 subscribers, guys. I'll post it somewhere. Yeah, so guys, this is pretty much it for today's stream. Thank you so much for joining. I had a lot of fun. We learned a lot of things. We created this accounts page over here, and we added the authentication part behind the scenes. That was fun. So guys, this is pretty much it. I'll see you. He wants 30k subs for selfish. Not really, man. So what I'm very lazy, bro. I'm very lazy. So no, don't delete, don't time in out. Like, it's totally fine. Like, he can write that. Anything negative is also acceptable, guys. Don't worry about it. You don't need to be like, we only need to write positive stuff. So it's not being selfish, it's just a goal, like, because I have a lot of stuff to do during the day. So Discord is just another thing that I'll have to create. So I'm just waiting for this point. It's not like saying this in front of like 11 viewers is gonna get me anywhere in subscribers. So yeah, it's just a point that I set for myself. Nishant, New Year, welcome man, but we are just ending the stream, but welcome Nishant so much. Yeah, yeah man. So look guys, this is pretty much it. Peace out, have a great night, and learn something in Python. Yeah, learn something new. So guys,